Whoa. I am sensing some aggression. Are you upset? Okay, well, try to take a moment to breathe because we're about to start right now.
Hey guys, it's me, Bree again. Hey, are you guys getting as mad as I am about everything that's going on? I mean, first they canceled school, and I was so super excited about that because I hate getting up in the mornings, and 7 hours is just too long to sit still. But then other things got canceled, like what we were gonna do for spring break, and my concert tickets canceled, and then going to the Chihuahuas game canceled. Ugh! My summer swim team canceled. Everything I wanted to do was canceled. And the worst part of it all, now I have to do schoolwork on the computer. Oh, that made me so angry.
Hey, stop yelling.
I didn't mean to yell.
Maria Brianna, you're still yelling.
Sorry, Mom. I'm a little angry.
And what did we say about anger?
Mom says my anger is because of my selfishness. I had so many things I wanted to do this spring, like swimming and sleeping over at my friend's house, and all I could think about was me. But I'm not the only one going through this. I mean, you and your family had things canceled too, right? You had sports and music lessons and vacations and parties. Like my cousin Kim, she had to cancel her whole wedding. Imagine canceling your whole wedding. Well, my mom said the way to get over anger was to think about other people and not yourself. So, instead of being mad about what I couldn't do, I started doing good things for other people. Like, I FaceTimed my great-grandma who was stuck at the nursing home, and I helped my dad do some yard work for our neighbor who had just had an operation and he couldn't cut his own grass. And so every day we started looking for things on ways we could help other people. And then after a while, I started not being as angry as I was before. And that's probably because I started thinking more about other people instead of myself. So, I don't know if you guys get mad sometimes, if you get angry, especially during this time. Well, it helps a lot to think of other people and to put other people before yourself. And it feels nice not being as angry and not being as selfish. But it really helps and it makes everybody happy. Well, it's time for me to go FaceTime my grandma. But maybe when you go home you can ask your mom on how you can help other people. And I'm done with my popsicle, so I'll see you later.
When COVID-19 officially became a pandemic in mid-March, the news wasn't immediately bad for kids. I mean, after all, what was the first thing that affected you? School got canceled. Spring break started early, and it was suddenly extended for weeks and weeks. No more waking up early, no more racing to the bus. It was like having summer vacation in spring. Or was it? I mean, summer vacations, after all, it means taking fun trips to the pool, traveling to the beach, going to an amusement park. Where did we all get to go? We went to faraway places like the living room. We ventured off into the unknown land called the kitchen. We were stuck at home. We could still go outside, the wind wasn't blowing 1,000,000 miles an hour, or if it wasn't pouring rain. There was no shopping. There was no dining out. There were no road trips. Things got worse from there. Birthday parties were canceled. Sports were canceled. We couldn't even go see a movie. All the fun things we were looking forward to were taken away from us. We couldn't see our friends. We couldn't go to grandma's. We were on lockdown. And that's kind of hard to take. How did you react when you were told no more visits to your friend's house? How did it feel to know all the activities you used to enjoy, sports, music, play dates, dinner at a restaurant, were put on permanent hold? For many of us, the reaction was anger. It felt unfair. A simple virus that offers little threat to kids canceled all of our plans. You know what? It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be upset. But we need to be careful. The real reason for our anger is not selfishness. If all we're thinking of is ourselves, we need a change of heart. We need to open our eyes and realize what's happening is not about us. We need to have a better attitude. We need to have a better attitude than the Israelites did when they became angry at God because there was no water to be found. Let's read Exodus chapter 17, verses 1 through 7. I'll be reading from the ERV version, so follow along with me. The Israelites left the western Sinai desert. They traveled all together from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they turned against Moses and started arguing with him. They said, "Give us water to drink." Moses said to them, "Why have you turned against me? Why are you testing the Lord?" But the people were very thirsty, so they continued complaining to Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? Did you bring us out here so that we and our children and our cattle would all die without water?" So Moses cried to the Lord, "What can I do with these people? They are ready to kill me." The Lord said to Moses, "Go before the Israelites. Take some of the elders of the people with you. Carry your walking stick with you. This is the stick that you used when you hit the Nile River. I will stand before you on the rock at Horeb. Hit that rock with the walking stick, and water will come out of it. Then the people can drink." Moses did these things, and the elders of Israel saw it. Moses named that place Meribah and Massah, because this was the place that the Israelites turned against him and tested the Lord. The people wanted to know if the Lord was with them or not. The people of Exodus were angry. To be honest, they probably sounded a lot like the angry mobs of people lined up to buy all the toilet paper at the grocery store every morning. It was all about their problem. It was all about their selfish desires. Selfishness led to anger, and the anger led them to say terrible things about Moses and God. The Apostle Paul offers an alternative in the book of Philippians. Instead of being all about ourselves, we need to be more like Christ, who thought of others before himself. In the New Living Translation, Philippians 2:3, it says, "Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves." To put it simply, when we feel mad, we need to put others first. The shoppers panic buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer and cleaning supplies. They may have grabbed all the big headlines a few weeks ago. But if you dug a little deeper, you'd see there were other people taking a different attitude. Teachers who were home from school offered to tutor other people's kids with their homework via the internet. Athletes like Zion Williamson, he stepped up to pay out-of-work arena staff during the NBA and NHL shutdown. Neighbors did chores and made shopping runs for people who were elderly or high risk. What's the difference between panic buying toilet paper for yourself and shopping for someone in need? It's an attitude. It's looking past our disappointment so we can see other people in need. It's choosing to be selfless rather than selfish. It's asking, what can I do for others, instead of crying out, why me? Guys, this is not an easy thing to do. Sin at its heart is selfishness. And since we are sinful people, we're all inclined to be selfish. It's natural for us. With God's help, we can change our hearts. We can give God our selfishness and our anger and ask Him to open our eyes to see how we can help others. Our natural inclination is to think that we will be happiest when things go our way. We're all sheltered at home. The one thing we want most is for life to be normal again. And there's nothing that we can do to make things normal. But there is plenty that we can do to help others. Helping others doesn't make things normal for ourselves, but we can find joy helping to make things a little more normal for somebody else. We can get angry. We can be selfish. We can act out and stomp our feet and be mad. Or we can give our frustrations to God and ask Him how we can help others. Let's choose to love others the next time we get mad. Let's be selfless instead of selfish.
Memory verse.
Our memory verse is found in Psalm 112, verse 7. It says, "They aren't afraid when bad news comes. They stand firm because they trust in the Lord." Thanks so much for joining me today. Snap a picture of yourself watching online so we can see your gorgeous faces. Also, we are planning something very interesting. So make sure that we have your correct home address. Your parents can send it to us using the Remind app, a direct message, a text, an email. Make sure that you get it to us this week, because we will be sending something very special in the mail very, very soon. So look out for that, okay? We love you. We miss you. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye.